Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott. Let's try that. Is that better? It's been a while. I think I fixed it. Now I'm showing up. I never noticed. But this whole stream is going to be sitting here waiting on Photoshop to agree to crop the image the way I know, right? It's like riding a bike. I guess I'm going to have to close Photoshop and reopen everything. We'll just wait. We'll just wait for it. Well, I had a lot of really eloquent things to say just then, and you guys missed it. I know. You don't want to go back to I still have that microphone. Ray, everybody's here. Hi, guys. It's been a minute. So we're still waiting on Photoshop to not only crop, but also just agree to let me cancel. Let's see. I might go crazy and try to save it before I restart Photoshop. Hey, how have you guys been? What have I missed? What's going on? I am in the middle of, okay, now do I try? So now it seems to be working. Very cool, very cool. Around the house is good stuff. Been live for an hour. Thank you, I appreciate it, Ray. How do you do it? Do you just keep it open in another tab? A year and a half later, I am still very, very new to this game, for sure. I am in the throes of trying to get, I might actually, and we are expecting more inclement weather, says one of my weather apps. And the other one says maybe not till tomorrow. So it'll be exciting. We had a tornado here last weekend. And another 2 months ago. Oh. Very nice. I don't know what I did, but I don't have sounds that I used to have. And I haven't looked into it. I'm just like, well, that'll sort itself out one of these days. We'll figure that out. It's fine. So, trying to just get this composite going because this is going to be part of, while I have people on here, it will alert me if there's a raid or I get a follower or something. Yeah, she's very tall. Just give me a minute on that, okay? So I have a whole bunch of stuff going on that I'm both excited about and I'm a little bit overwhelmed by. Do I want to keep that little farm situation? Did I take any other pictures also? I kind of want to keep it, but that's going to put me in a weird spot. We'll just go back. I'll go back to this. I'm going to take the overall canvas here too. Okay, so I'm a little bit frantic, when you've got a lot of balls in the air, and they're just all gonna fall. They're all gonna fall. Yes. Okay. So here's what's going on. Do I want to keep normal crop ratios? I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what's happening. But what I do know is that last Saturday, so many, they're everywhere. It's not that kind of stream. In Chicago, if anybody's in Chicago, I had an opening. I had a piece and an opening in a group show called Home Not Home. Check it out. It's at the Agitator Gallery. And my numbered days is there as a framed print for sale. You can go buy it. And then so that was in Chicago and I had to miss that opening. I was super bummed because I'm going to be in Chicago the week after next for a different reason. But I also have an opening on this Saturday in Louisville at the Chateau Gallery. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I am in Professional Photographer Magazine this week called, I haven't gotten to see the article yet, but I saw the title, that place that sells you like a framed copy of your articles saw it first. And it's called I think it's called Merits to Mastery or something like that. But I'm sure that it's great. And I have this, so this exhibition needs to get done. And then the biggest thing that I'm gonna need your help, I'm gonna crowdsource some information here because my family and I are going to Japan in 5 weeks. 2 weeks ago, we didn't know that was happening. So say a prayer for our passports that they get here in time, because that is gonna be a little bit of a race situation with the old passports. Let's see here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want points of interest all over these because these are all going to get cut up and then pieced back together in mixed media pieces. So I want something interesting in each of these. I'm like a red hot mess. I want something of interest in each kind of corner, kind of like quadrant of these, because I want it to look cool in all the different mediums. I want it to just not be negative, kind of dead space, which normally I'm on board with, and I have a lot of just black atmosphere type negative space in my imagery, but these are going to be a little different. I want to challenge myself in that aspect. So I keep adding elements. So I've got a real up close one, and I feel like so far I like it. But give me time. And then we're supposed to get more bad weather tonight. Bad weather, but I like bad weather. I'm a Midwestern girl. I like a good storm. And this is a crappy cell phone picture, admittedly, but it has some cool textures. And that's what I'm after right now. So let's just pull this up here and see what we can... see what we can get going. I just want the textures. And I have had my client work has been mostly offline for the last the last couple of months have been a lot of offline stuff. So I'm just gonna run, the basics indoor because it has less color and I wanna do this color individually. Uh-oh, now I'm gonna sit. But, okay. So let me cover up my laptop because I left it sitting there where I shouldn't have. And I usually get the cheapest, where are my scissors? Tell me, Twitch. So one of my children, you know what? I remember my mom. Yes, stay productive. Get it done. That makes one of us because I'm waiting on Photoshop. My mom used to get so agitated if anybody would take her calendar scissors, and they were the scissors that, like she had like her calendar, this is the 80s and 90s, it wasn't on Google, but she would keep her calendar, and that was like the heart of our house was in that calendar. If that calendar, if anything happened to that, we would not be where we needed to be. And she kept, I'm just gonna take this baby dark. She kept everything in that calendar, and she kept a pen and scissors in the little, it was like a little stand for her calendar. And Godspeed to you if you touched that woman's pen, calendar pen or calendar scissors. You had to ask permission, and she would begrudgingly let you if you put it right back. And I get that now, because where are my scissors? And I feel pretty confident that it wasn't any of my children, because I too have inflicted the rule of inflicted those the pen rule. Not the pen rule, because I don't have a pen here either. But my scissors stay right there. Are they right? They're probably like right in front of me somewhere. Usually I'll be like, who took them? Who took my scissors? But it turns out I left them somewhere. But if it wasn't me, it was 100% my husband. And I cannot get this. I usually get the cheapest. Most of these are like the cheapest possible oil brushes that I can find, because I don't take care of them and then I just throw them away. But I splurged and I got slightly nicer fine tip brushes, and I can't get that off because I don't have my scissors. That's for later anyway. So I will have to figure that out. So I'm on board with this color situation though. I like it. Just for okay. So I'm going to just run my brush along these edges. There we go. Oh, we got like video game sounds. All right. Just so that we don't have that hard edge. And actually, I hate to do this because it's gonna make me have to do more. I don't want to make more work for myself, but I'm going to, just for the sake of perspective, combine those and then copy. And that is my So I'm going to put this up here, but the problem that we're going to run into is that I don't have a horizon. So that's here. I'm just going to combine those again. And I'm going to duplicate and hide, just so that I have a layer that I have. All right, so here's what I want to do just to keep this horizon. I don't want this. Here, let me do this. I'm going to try and keep the power lines. I don't know if that's going to be realistic. Because I don't know if I have enough information. What I do want to do though is get in here and take out, these aren't going to be really important elements. And you might be asking yourself, why are you spending so much time on them? And I don't know the answer to that. That's just what I do. It tends to be the kind of thing where doing some of the kind of grunt work here now can avoid cleanup later. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay. So this duplication this small isn't gonna be a huge factor, but I'll take care of it anyway. Take a little notice to it. So I'm gonna go extremely painterly on this. Okay, let's see. Just checking to see. I want to keep this texture. I like the shadows that it's offering. I think we'll probably blend some of this just for opacity's sake. And we'll go in there and blend them a little bit more. Getting all of this on one layer will help a lot. So one thing I want to do here is go a little bit smaller on size and go larger on opacity and just get rid of this hard line. Hey, Impoverish! I'm back! How have you been? What did I miss? Catch me up. Here's your emoji. I have recapped craziness and it's not that exciting anyway, but the big thing is that yay, I'm going to Japan in August, so I'm very excited about that. So before I connect those, I'm gonna try to just he's working around his house right now. Please leave a message after the tone and Maple will get right back to you. How are you feeling? You're home now, so that's good. You feeling good, tolerating it well? 2 days is not very long at all. That's tough stuff. Okay, good. Eating is good. Are you craving anything? Ah, ow. So how long are you out for? Wound care nurse comes every couple of days. Are you alone? Do you have somebody taking care of you? So this tree line I feel like is gonna help a little bit, just bring the blending situation. She's definitely gonna have to be smaller in the frame, but rather than make her smaller, I'm probably going to enlarge the canvas and enlarge the elements that are in there already. Oh, moms are so good at that. Ouch. Oh my gosh. A new doorbell. So we don't have a doorbell because trick-or-treaters busted our doorbell 2 years in a row. But if they can't ring the doorbell, we can't give them candy, so it's staying that way. Oh, in your new place. Nice. Is it feeling like home? It's probably hard to get settled right now. Not yet, yeah. Oh no. So how long do you get to be out of the hospital for? Are you out for a while now? Oh shoot, shouldn't have done that. What to do, okay. Okay, so you get a little respite, a little break. That's good. All right, I'm gonna back up from this. CT scan 3 weeks and then a specialist. Okay. All right, so this is recoup 3 weeks. This is spa days, right? Taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. That's what it should be. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's good, being a potato at home. Yes, potatoes are where it's at. Fries, chips, baked potatoes, potato bread. I love potatoes. One of my kids mainly just eats potatoes. So, good. Recovering is key. Really? So will that come back? Do you know? I've heard people say that before, that cheeseburger. Oh, so like, what is it about? Is it like the greasy, like fatty part of it that you can't tolerate? Okay, let's see here. Okay, I want to keep the larger grasses down in front. Hey! Can't help but feel sad we're at the end of an era. What? What is the end of an era? What's happening? Composite art. I feel the same way. I'm really sad about it, to be honest. I dedicated a lot of time, a lot of my career, my life to learning compositing. And yeah, I think it's done. I think there are little things in there that will hang around in importance and value, but yeah. I need to play sadder music for that. Small emotions. I don't know what that means. It's in here a lot though. Here we go. This is my sad composite music. Yes, there will always be crappy art in the world that we can count on. That actually came up. Oh, I have two, if you follow me on Instagram, I have two podcast interviews. They were not done at the same time, but they came up just a couple days apart from each other. But I posted one yesterday and one like a week ago. And one of the interviews, they asked me about AI stuff. But I will warn you, I say so way too much. Like every time she'd ask me a question, I would start with so. Why do I do that? I probably knew I was doing it too and then just kept doing it. Just keep doing it. Okay, so here we are. Yeah, I felt like that too, though, the composite stuff. It makes me sad because some of it is really beautiful, but the copyright stuff, I feel like that's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess for a long time. And that makes me sad because, you know, it's been an effort for so long to get artists' rights. She still looks kind of tall. There we go. Thank you. Me too. I've missed it, but it's just been like one of those things that I haven't gotten into a good rhythm with scheduling and stuff. For a while, I had clients that preferred to stay offline, so I had to do that work. And then I had a bunch of exhibitions need the final touches, like the actual printing and stuff. So that was all offline. Like nobody cares about that. It's not exciting stuff. Package and shipping stuff, not that cool. Yes. So, okay. So that's actually why we're going to Japan. Before the shutdown, my kids, a couple of them were ranked Pokemon players. And it was like a whole world. We traveled every month for it. It was like a big deal. And then my 15-year-old, he's 15 now, they just became eligible. They got into soccer, and that kind of took over our lives. And then in the middle of May, we've been eligible to play again. We thought there's no way they would get their Worlds invite, so it really wasn't even on the radar. And in 2 tournaments, he picks up a Worlds invitation, and it's in Tokyo. No, it's in Yokohama, Japan. So we're going to Japan in August. They did. They want to catch them all. I think they did catch them all. I think they're caught. So I'm excited, except I keep reading that that you're not supposed to wear sandals. And that's it. That's all I own. I own sandals. Actually, I don't even wear shoes most of the time. So it sounds very constricting to wear closed-toe shoes for 3 weeks. So I don't know if that's a thing where, like, if I carry socks, you know, like if they just don't want your gross street feet on their floors, and if I put on socks before I go in somewhere, then they're cool with it, or if they're just grossed out by like feet in general. I don't know. I need somebody to let me know that I can wear sandals, because the only shoes that I have that are not sandals are running shoes. So I'm just gonna have to wear running shoes with everything, or go shopping. And then I actually don't really want to do that because this is a terrible picture, but I might try it anyway. It's always been fun to start with a really bad picture and get something cool out of it. But now that's another thing AI has ruined. Yeah, I'm not happy. And we have another big storm coming. I love a good storm. Love it. Oh yeah, and I have to do this too. That's another thing. I applied for fellowship with American Society of Photographers, which I will not get and I don't expect to get, but I'm trying. I don't think anybody gets it on their first try. Look how cool. That's just a cell phone picture, but those were the clouds the other day before the tornado came. And I thought they were so cool looking. Like if you just generated this, like if you just painted that, people would be like, that's fake. That's not good. Oh, you canceled your website and just, there'll be, yeah. You just you'll come back to that when you're ready and can, you know, focus when the time is right, when it's good for you. Photography will be ready. Okay, so I'm just going to use parts of that and not even there, so I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I think that's what people are looking at anymore. I don't think people are looking at websites like they used to. And like when I first started, so I've been in business 16 years now, and when I first started my first website, I don't know if I have, I bet it would be hilarious because first of all, it took 6,000 years to like, to load, you know, where it would be like one strip of pixels at a time. And then I had a really big logo I probably made in like Microsoft Paint. But then I've had my logo that I have now for 14 years. So I went 2 years with not a real logo. And now I have the same bird that I have now that I love. And I probably could update to a certain extent, but only he can't. You know what? That sounds like a different kind of website that could also strike it big. It's still in Philadelphia. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do about that. That's been like a year, hasn't it? This is my moody emo music for the end of... Do I want this? I'm not sure. This is probably the only one that's not a cell phone picture right now. Oh, so this is, I need to do my layout for I haven't used it at all. I'm an old dog. I don't learn new things well. Oh my gosh, more than a year. No, so what do you do? So is that like, what was it used to be called? I forgot I had lipstick on and I just wiped it all over my face. Is it, what did degenerative fill used to have a name that was, it was the whole reason, what was it? It was the whole reason that I was excited to upgrade to the new Photoshop, because with a newborn, when you don't get the ends of the backdrop, it'll fill it in. What? Now I'm gonna look. What was it called? What was it called? But then when I got it, I didn't even use it. I was too used to doing it the way that I always had. I am stubborn. This is, I don't know what mess. You know what? I just like, maybe we just flip this, because I only used part of this. This is obviously poorly composited because I wasn't done, in all fairness. But Content aware, thank you. Regenerative fill. I honestly don't know the name of most of the things that I use. And then I had to start, when I started teaching workshops, I had to learn the actual real names of them rather than like the finger or the paint, you know, like what the picture was. Because you don't even, you know, it's like using hotkeys. You don't even think about what you're doing. You just do it. Okay, don't need that anymore. I think I will grab this. I don't know for sure what I want to do. I've had a lot of ideas for this. I initially was thinking like, you know, right before a funnel cloud forms, it's like this like flat plane of just kind of a swirl. But I want some light in it too. But the idea for this came from a song. Now I've got to Google it because I can think of the line, but I can't think of the band or anything. Wonder hangs above our fear. Oh, okay. I guess that's in a lot of things. I want to say Canyon City. Let me see if that's accurate. The heart that slows down. That's what it is. And that was a song that I listened to a ton in creating my Here I series. And I wanted to use it in another way too. So here we are. Okay, so I'm just looking at this area. I'm not going to use the rest of this, but I just want this. So we'll take the horizon off because we don't need that, and we don't need the highlights there. We definitely don't need the bright and sunny part because this is going to be a cheery, which is very shocking. My work is usually so cheery. Okay, I just want that hard line gone. And then I'm going to bring this down to match a little bit. Okay, so we've got deeper blues in there, but I like that better. I want the darker, so I'm gonna bring this down now to match and probably play with the color a little bit. So I'm colorblind, in case you're new around here. So if I screw up, no matter what it is, whether it has to do with color or not, just blame that. Oops, don't want to do that. Let's see how much leeway we've got in there. So I want to keep that directional light. Whoops, just hit my thing. And I think what I'm gonna do here is take just a touch of the saturation out because it's pretty heavy blue. And right now I've got a heavy, oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so we'll go smaller, well, somewhere in between those two, and 50%. And I have to watch my time. So now looking at it, I'm afraid I'm not gonna get to, but I'll be gone. Pokemon is at it again. And we'll be gone at Internets this weekend. So I've got a duplicate layer here, and I'm gonna bring, so I want that edge to match, but, whoops. I'm gonna go bigger though, so that I don't have those. I'm definitely gonna have to play with the light a ton here. Once I'm bringing her into it. I haven't done anything with her coloring, her lighting, anything. No shadow, like that will come. You'll just have to be patient with me. Right now I've got the horizon a little bit on her neck, like right at her neck. So I'm going to give her, I want her, so I've got the fence row here, and I want her on this side of the fence row. But anywhere, let me see if that make it worse. That's a little lower. Yeah, I think we'll leave her there. I'm gonna save that. This is very intense music. All right, so what I want to do up here is create that rotation. No actual funnel cloud, and I might even try, okay, I need you guys to vote for me. Should we go for lightning? I don't have lightning pictures, so I would have to create that. I think that'd be fun to try. Or with that like rotation. The problem with that part is because if this goes into judging, I know I love your storm photos, Ray. I don't know if that's a universal, like if people outside of the Midwest know that flat kind of, I don't know how to describe it, like noodle-like rotation, like tubular, that where a funnel cloud is getting ready to form. And it doesn't always look like that, but it looks coolest when it does. So I want this to be, because of the line, the title is Wonder Over Fear. I want this to be something that like creates an emotion. So either, and then obviously it's going to have to be giving us some light to explain the light on her face. So if you guys haven't seen Ray's storm pictures, they're gorgeous. Check them out. And I've got to figure out what I want to do with this. What do we think? I'm kind of torn. And these clouds were so cool. These like bubbly clouds, that I kind of want to use them. So I'm going to keep doing this. Where is that? I'm going to move this up maybe. See what we think. Yes, it's perfect. Olaf Lopez, what's up? This is very cinematic music. So in one of my interviews, we talked about Twitch, and that's not either of the two that posted now, but it was an interview that I did last week that will go live in I think they said 3 or 4 weeks. But that's all about Twitch. It's about you guys. So check that out when it goes live. And then maybe I'll try. I might try lightning. I've never done that before. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm going to save this in case everything goes sideways and I bail on my plans. I want to keep these around though because, okay, first things first, this is wildly different than everything else. So I'm going to run that Twitch photography is a hidden gem. It absolutely is. Yes, Ray's lightning is gorgeous. I'm going to match that yellowy. Well, never mind. This just wants to be in it, so. Yes. You did. You did. You passed the test. Where it's like a puzzle. I think I'm gonna maybe, I don't know. Let's look at some lightning. Look at some images because I'm just gonna maybe create it. Oh, it's such a beautiful element. It really is. I haven't heard the term home slice in a good minute, and I'm here for it. I like it. I'm in college again. Why won't this? I just want to make this window smaller so I can talk to you guys and look at lightning pictures. Okay, I think I want to try that. Don't make fun of me though if it's really bad, because there's a high probability this will turn out really bad. But I'm seeing this pretty intense seam here. Let's go down there and fix that up. Oh, yay! Home slice. Thank you. I have so much fun doing those interviews, and I've been on a roll with them lately. I've done 4. 2 are live already. And I thought they were going to cut them to make me sound better. But they just left me as is. I don't sound royal or anything. Okay. There's that one, and I'm going to duplicate that because it makes me nervous to only have 1 layer or something. Okay, this will not come together until I can get in there and play with the, well, where's the grass? There it is. Until I can get in there and play with the lighting a little bit more. Okay, so I'm also going to back up somewhat. And I've got all this grass created right here. So what I'm going to do there is blur it out some. Not that much though. Hey! Hi everybody, welcome back, Ray. Yay. You know, that's funny. We were listening to it. I was in the car with my family, and my husband was pointed at it, and I was like, is that me? I forgot what I said. I don't know what I sound like. It was chaos. Thanks for the raid. The Ray raid. Isn't that weird? It's so weird to hear yourself. This is very dramatic. I'm full emo. Where's the bottom of this? Oh, there it is. That's lower than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna erase that back. Gotten used to it, yeah. I did. The end of that game was nuts. Oh my gosh, I haven't noticed a lisp. I feel like I have one. I feel like everybody does. Now you're all gonna listen for it though. Forget I said that. That Mexico game and all of those red cards was bananas, and I rewatched it the next day twice. It was good, especially the score. It was a crazy game though. Like, it was chaotic, and it gave me anxiety. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Okay, so I'm gonna combine those, and then let's see where the bottom is. Okay, that's pretty. We'll take that. And then duplicate there. All right, so we're matching much better. Okay, but one thing I want to do here. I noticed I have like a lisp when I say S's when I was a cashier in high school. And I would say, now you're going to hear it. I shouldn't have said that. When I say sense, there's just there's so much noise coming out there that really it shouldn't. Yeah. Both teams should have stayed calm because it was crazy. I know. I was like, Matt Turner, the U.S. goalie, was the only one that was like, everybody and he was starting. You could see it. When like the calm people start losing it, that's when it's punch a ticket home. Everybody just go home. Hissing in Arizona. It's an Arizona act. Maybe I'm from Arizona. I've never noticed that, but I'm going to find somebody from Arizona and listen to them now. Do you think they got oranges after that game? Did you still get an orange slice if you get red carded? I would give out. In fact, so I had a team that was real timid a couple years ago. And I told them that I'd buy them a cake if they got a yellow card. Like if it was like a well-placed yellow. And that went sideways because they overcorrected. And I made a bunch of little like crazy people. Don't forget the cake thing, guys. We're moving on from that. So I owe the U.S. men's national team cake now. Okay, what I want to do is, oh no, not those two. These two. I'm going to combine those and go from, whoops, nope, don't want to do that. This is so dramatic. I'm here for it. And I'm going to go like just under 50 because that's what I landed on. Okay. I'm from Arizona. Do you hiss, Olaf? No, slices. You know what, though? Did you watch the U.S., like, the Gold Cup game? It was not the senior team. They were giving this opportunity to the really, really young kids and the guys that aren't probably going to play with the senior team. And then thank heavens for Matt Turner back there holding it down. Not only was he the only tenured player, but he was like seasoned and the voice of reason, and I was grateful for him back there, for sure. And U.S. plays tonight, too. So, we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. Okay. This little bar came up in an update, and being the reluctant to change girl that I am, I don't like it, but I feel like it'll have its place one of these days, and I'll be glad for it. Today's not that day. Yes, they played. Who did Mexico play in the second? Oh, it was Honduras. I did watch part of that game. That was a dumpster fire. But I didn't see the goals. Yeah, today, well, they're like babies. They're little, they're tiny. And I wish they would just bring like the regular team back, but I guess they can have a couple weeks off. I'm trying to find this. Where are we at here? And do I want to keep? No, I don't think I do, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I want to keep the, where is that part of the sky? Where did I put it? Okay, so it's somewhere. Is this it? That's it. Okay. I don't think I'll keep that. I thought about it, but now I feel like these lines, we've got leading lines over here. And then these are gonna not only lead out of the frame, but they're gonna cut right through where I would put the interesting features in the sky. So I'll probably just take those out. Let's see if we can get a little help here. So, oops. We'll skip that one part. And we'll just wait. Okay, that did a pretty good job. Except for my personal screw up. Mexico versus USA in the finals, yeah. I mean, they're the future. Some of them are the future of U.S. soccer. So I like that they're getting international experience. But I wish, like, just drop, like, a handful of the Euro players in there. Like, maybe one, like, an anchor at each position or something. And we've had such coaching uproar with those angry parents. Man, you can't get away from the angry parents when you leave youth soccer, I guess. They're at the national level. But he came back. So we'll see how this all plays out. It'll be interesting. AD is playing. What is that? Who is that? AD. I have a daughter named AD. She's not playing. She would. She is a total nut job. I do not have to offer her. What is happening? Did that? Oh, maybe that's why. I do not have to offer that girl cake to be aggressive. She is naturally. Oh, Ad is playing. I thought you were talking about the game. Like, who's AD? They're playing tonight? Cool. I think I'm tired. Now, I had a section of sky up here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. That's what I was doing. All right, so I'm gonna get in here and go way down. And I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna have time to paint. Someday Someday I will have my exhibition stuff ready to go. Today is not that day. Nope, I don't like that. I'm gonna go down even lower and just help this blend a little bit. Oh, commercial. What are the commercials? I wish we got to pick what commercials played during our stream. I'm gonna get the funny ones for you guys. I can't think of any that are... Oh, you know what? This is an opportunity too for like a little reflection. Okay. Here's what I need to do. So I need to just get my life together and figure out how I want this middle section to look. This music sounds like Charlie Brown music. It's a little slow for Charlie Brown. I'm gonna shrink this a little bit. And then duplicate again. And in case you're wondering what my master plan is, I don't have one. We're winging it today. Commercial is about how my team is horribly wrong and this you peasant. Yes, I would love to call someone a peasant. I haven't had the opportunity yet. No cannon. Yes, I only work with the high-end equipment that is at least a dozen years old and taped together with duct tape. I'm very particular about my equipment. A little duct tape, that's all. That's all you need. Okay, so. I'd really like to flatten this, but I don't feel like I'm at that point yet. I need this part of the sky. Think we're here. And I need to get a little bit bigger. You know what? Let's do this on a separate layer. There we go. I've got to watch my time. I'm super bummed that the juice place across from my studio is gone. They've been closed for a while, and it's a college town, so sometimes it's a little bit weird, like businesses will close up for the summer or like just when the students are gone. So it's just kind of waiting to see what the deal was, but all the stuff's gone now. So that's too bad. I hate seeing another business leave. Maybe they've gone on to something better. Maybe they're happy about it. I don't know. But juice lovers in town are not happy about it. Not at all. Oh, okay. This must be on the other side. There it is. Then burn it a little bit. So here's kind of cool. So my dad, is cleaning out. It's time for me to get all my crap out of his house 20 years later. My husband and I had our 20th wedding anniversary last week. So it's time that I get my stuff out of my parents' house. But a bunch of my stuff from art school was still in there. And I've got all of these negatives that, and when I was a little art school degen, but I also have some rolls of shot film that I'm going to get developed, which is kind of fun. It's probably real disappointing because if it was anything that exciting, I would have developed them. No Canon. I'm Nikon. I've been Nikon my entire professional career. Photographer from Arizona. I hear you hiss. I don't know what I want to get. I think I may, almost 13 years later, it'll probably be 13 before I actually decide to do it, get a new camera body, maybe a lens or two this year. Maybe, but I don't really know what I want either. So that makes it more difficult. Okay, so I need your struggling on the marketing side. Ooh, I can help with that. I can't help with equipment because I just duct tape it together. But marketing I can help with. All right, where are you wanting to, what genre are you wanting to get into? Where do you want to find your people? I got to pop my back, getting ready for the marketing stuff. Because that I can do. That I can help with. Okay. All right. Riddle me this, Twitch. This piece of a fence, is it serving a purpose? All genres currently bread and butter is family. Yes, we are getting ready to open the floodgates. Oh. Sure. I keep making it bigger and bigger. The floodgates of the fall season. And now is the time to capitalize on that. So, obviously, the number one thing I'm going to say is to get out there and shake hands and meet people. Tap into the people that have already come to you and already trusted you and had a good rapport. And get to them tangibly. So if you would send out an email newsletter, send one out in print too. Even if it's just a flyer, like an inexpensive printed version. If you can swing it, nothing in the world connects to people like the magazines do. I get mine from Graphic Studio. I have one over there, but then you'd have to see my pajama pants. So you'll just have to trust me. But, oh wait, I might have one here. There are a ton of places that you can get them printed. I get mine from Graphic Studio. It takes a little bit of time, but the image quality is chef's kiss. It's beautiful. But truly, I've had good luck with Vistaprint. With Moo, with Staples. Staples, you can go pick it up the same day, which I love. So if I find out that I'm going somewhere, I'm going to like run into people or whatever, I can just print a few there, but just make it kind of like your welcome packets. I send a welcome packet with every inquiry, and it just gives them an idea of what to expect, the level of attention that they'll get. And those things are like magnets. Just something tangibly that they're not going to throw it away because it's beautiful. And they will come back to it when they're ready to book for you. But it's good stuff. But get out there, get FaceTime with people. And those magazines are second best to FaceTime. And like, I don't mean FaceTime like on the phone, but like old fashioned handshaking, hug. I used to be a hugger, but COVID broke me at that. Thank you. 20 years of marriage. Yes. And we looked back over our wedding pictures and our wedding video, and it's just so crazy how different everything is. Our photographer shot on film, of course, but she was like the Jetsons and printed out a few. So she had a second shooter that was taking digitals, which was like groundbreaking in 2003. And they printed 6 that night and gave them to us. And my mom was like blown away because I'm the baby, and my sisters are 5 and 8 years older than me, but we all got married within 3 years of each other. So my mom, by the time my wedding came along, my mom was like weddinged out, but she was so good at it. And that really knocked her socks off to get printed photographs the night of the wedding. And they weren't good. Like they were, early digital, like red eyes and nothing retouched and just, but that wasn't the point. The point was she got them that night, and that was so, like, such a big deal. Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that, but yeah, yes, I get like the big light bulb, and I get under the little cape. Black smoke. I would love, that would be cool. I made in junior high, I made a pinhole camera like with an oatmeal container thing. Those are some cool pictures. You have to want it. You have to really want it. New camera, doing business with the local university. Very good. Yes. Yeah. Those magazines are amazing. I'm obsessed with them, and I'm going to do this on stream too. Once I get like a minute, I want to have a stack of magazines that are all like senior focused, and a stack that are all family focused, and a stack that are all children focused, so that when somebody comes in and I have a query with them, an inquiry with them, and we sit down for our pre-session consultation, they can take that home with them. And then if I want to give them something else, it's like a little flyer that they can stick in there. But then I've got these stacks of session-specific magazines. And it's an investment at first, because they're pricier than most marketing campaigns now. But if you spend $400 on a good quality stack of magazines, that will almost guarantee that client is committed. It's a high percentage of turnaround, which is really, really good stuff. Okay, so let's see here. What I'm gonna do is, let's duplicate these. Uh-oh, she's frozen. And then duplicate this one. And then, this will shock you, this one. And hide those. And then merge those and duplicate again. And hide that. And then save. I'm like old school photographer. I'll shoot with anything. And so with our Japan trip coming up, I was trying to decide if I want to bring like a real camera, and not just my phone, because, you have to like lug it around and you have to worry about it getting beat up. But that's kind of the beauty of having an old, like, beat up camera, is if something happens, so it's not as big a deal. I'm probably going to have to replace it this year anyway. So, the pressure's off, and I feel like I'll regret if I don't take it. So I think I'm going to take it. Comes down to that. Okay, so let's see if maybe just playing with this perspective a little bit. Ooh, you know what I want to do first, though? I need this. How far down does that go? Let's see. Where is the other one? Okay, so I'm gonna flip that. Did I just stop mid-sentence? I got distracted, I think. I'm sure it was vital. I'm sure. Okay. So I don't want it to be a mirror image. And I want to flip that and then bring it up. There we go. There we go. Okay. Make sure I'm at 100%. Get those tree lines out of there. And then I'll take it down to like 40-ish. And we can get a little glimpse. Actually, I'm going to go even lower than that because I really just want just a glimmer to kind of keep it from. Reach out to local businesses who are in need of a photographer. Yes, I'm excited. I used to have a Canon. I learned on a Nikon, and then I had a really, like, not a good Canon. And it wasn't anything about it was just that I didn't buy a good model. So just I'm blending this a little bit at a really low opacity to kind of direct. Here we go. Dual breaks out. An anime battle. My kids would be super into that. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bigger here and just 100. Ooh, no, I'm not. That's too much. Slow down, Allie. There we go. Now it's starting to do what I need it to do. Choices had to be made. So I'm just going to merge. What is this? I'm just gonna merge it all, actually. And then save it. Why is it being saved? I'm just gonna save it as a second option because now I can save it as a Photoshop document because it's not too big. I'm the leader of the dark side. Okay, as long as I'm the leader. Cool. Okay, so what I need to do now is the fun part. And of course it's time to go. All right, so I can keep that. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. Get out of there. That. I wondered why it was so big. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this and then bring it way down. Oh wait, and then before that though. Okay, I'm gonna have to go a little bigger. So this will definitely take some work. This is intense music. It's kind of skull-shaped right now. We can work with that. Hi! You came just in the nick of time. But I am getting ready to get out of here. And then I won't be back. I will be at Pokemon North American Intercontinental this weekend. But I might be back Sunday. So Sunday or Monday, I'll be back to stream. And then hopefully I'll get back on a normal schedule. Now I have to get this stuff done. So I have to come back sometime because this is due. What I worked on today. This stuff is all due, and I need some company while I do it. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It's always so much fun, and I'm glad to be back. And thank you, Maple, for for telling me that my microphone wasn't working. What would I do without you guys? And always, yes, he's ready. He's ready for the fight. Thank you guys. I'll be back. Competition, exhibition, client work, all that stuff. I'll be back at a more normal interval starting next Sunday or Monday. Probably Monday. The longer that I'm gone, the better my kids did. So we'll count on that. Thank you guys so much. Catch me here and on YouTube, and I'll catch you back. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful evening. Bye.
That's why you my mommy. Please.